last novel you read?
What's the last book I read?
Like novel, not just a small book. Novella.
Usually I read non-fiction.
I usually read fiction shit and fantasy.
Nah, I don't. I could never read fiction and didn't enter. It's boring to me. I can read manga. I can read comics. No, I can't do comics. I can do manga.
Manga is comics.
Look, man, fuck off, okay?
Manga is comics. It's just Japanese comics.
I don't want to hear it. Let me see my tongue.
Accept the truth, motherfucker. Do not be such a weeb and accept that they're just comics. Same as it's just comics, cartoons, same bullshit.
Cartoons? What you talking about, man? It's anime.
Yeah, anime is word for cartoons in Japan, motherfucker.
Nah, man, that's anime.
Yeah. Anime's not word for anime in Japan. It's just short for animation, which means cartoon.
Alright, how about this then? Then it's fucking cereal soup?
Yes. It's just not hot.
I caught my
Cold
brother
soup.
about that shit.
Cold soup.
I was on my break, guys, and I'm just like, I should fuck with my brother right now. I haven't talked to him in a while. So I called him.
Is that why you're texting me, just to fuck with me?
Nah, wait, what'd I say to you?
You're starting off this pun war, but anyway, go on.
So I was like, I haven't talked to my brother in a while. So I'm like, alright, I'm gonna call him. And I'm like, Jamar. Oh no, I called him, he didn't pick up. So I text him. And I'm like, Jamar, call back is important. He's like, alright. He called me. And I'm like, Jamar, what are you doing? He's like, I'm at work. I'm like, alright, you need to sit down. And usually when you hear those words, I need you to sit down, or is there some way we can sit? Usually it's something important, or like some kind of event happened. So I was trying to put that mindset in his head that something really bad happened. So I'm like, yeah, are you sitting down? This is really important. We need to talk. So he's like, yeah, I'm sitting down. What happened? I'm like, first off, how was your day? He was like, all right, it's going good. And I'm like, all right, that's good. Is cereal soup? And I was waiting for him to catch on that I was fucking with him. So he was like, ain't really answering it. I'm like, no, cereal's not soup. My professor told me cereal is soup. He's like, cereal's not soup. I'm like, why? He said, because it's not hot. There's no fucking meat and vegetables, some other shit. I'm like, yeah, but that doesn't make any sense. So are you saying if I heat my milk and I put vegetables and beef in it, it's soup now? He's like, and then he said, what? Wait, did you just call me to talk about this shit? And then he hung up on me. Oh my gosh, it took him that long to notice I was fucking with him. Oh shit.
Yeah, well, you were a grade A troll, I give you that, but you still lost that pun war.
No, wait.
No, you lost.
Caius.
You talked about loss first. That's what gave it away. I ended with a pun. You did not.
Caius, but you went to a different topic.
No, I went to a different pun.
No, okay, no, listen. We were on the same fucking high thing, okay? The whole pun war was off of high.
Yeah, but after I said heightened sense of security, you said, look, this needs to stop. Because you knew deep down that you weren't gonna win shit.
What?
You knew that your heart raised the white flag, motherfucker.
Well, okay, I said, look, this needs to stop. I'm going to win this pun war, okay? It's either my way or the highway, okay? And then you started with lit, with this in the same zone of being high.
Yes, it is. Lit and high.
No, I didn't say it wasn't. I said it was. But we weren't on lit. We were on high. So
we were on the topic of being high.
No, we were on a topic of puns.
You know, we were on a topic of 420 blazing because you started off at 420 blazing. So you opened up the entire spectrum of 420 blazing, nigga.
You know, I was in the bathroom taking a shit, and then I looked at my phone because I remember exactly what time. I got off. I took my break at 4:12, and I was in the bathroom. I called my brother, and then after I hung the phone up. It was like 4:18. It was 4:19. I'm like, 4:20. And in the back of my head, I'm thinking, like, if I should leave this bathroom and scream 4:20 blaze it. And then I'm like, just text Caius. So that's how that whole thing fucking started.
I'm glad I don't have thoughts when you're shitting.
Wait. Oh shit, I lost the fucking thought. It was something juicy too. God damn.
I talked to Edwin earlier today, but it was about Final Fantasy 15. I saw on Snapchat that he got it too. Seems like Mike and him got it. I'm just waiting for everybody else to get it.
Niggy, I saw the last battle. I didn't watch the full thing, but
Pretty sick, right?
I mean, I like the dynamic of it, but I I don't know. It didn't look hard. I mean, the dude I was watching, he was getting his ass whooped.
Well, there's easy and normal, and it's like if you suck at combat, you're gonna suck at the game.
He was dying. Wait, I thought when you die in Final Fantasy, you just die. Like with this game, I don't know if this game, but when I was watching the video,
you go to 0 and survived.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
fucking
on
item.
That's on easy.
He is fucking ass. Oh my god.
If you're on easy and you die, you get revived by this little ass creature. And if you're on normal, I guess it's game over. And eventually there's gonna be DLC for harder difficulties, plus new game, plus a new game plus and all that. But yeah, if you want to know all about the story and stuff, because I've been looking into this for a while, and I know more about this game than I should be, even for a guy that doesn't have the fucking game. So I'm excited that Edwin has it and that Mike has it, but Ramon still doesn't have it.
You know Ramon's not gonna get that.
You must get it though.
No, Farad's gonna get it, and I was talking about getting it, but yeah, that's gonna take me a lot of time. And
you have no idea.
Look, guys, I understand there's a lot of hype around this game. I understand the game is probably good, but there are too many games coming out that I'm actually concerned about for me to care. There are too many things I want to worry about instead of Final Fantasy 15 also.
Yeah, you're still trying to save money too, right?
Yeah, that too, but I'm thinking about buying Dead Rising 4, which comes out.
But sales are coming out soon, so you should probably, I mean, there's Christmas, there's other sales, you should probably get the game on sale at the very least, because they'll have good DLC. And it's good feels. It almost had me choke.
Look, stop sucking off Square Enix, and I understand the game is good.
I don't care about Square Enix. Like, I only care about them for a few of their games. I don't really care about much else. I don't know how they act as a company, because they delayed this game for 10 years. So that's clearly some top-down level bullshit that they deal with. So I can't really commend Square Enix in any way, unless they come out with Kingdom Hearts 3, in which case I'll go back to sucking your dick.
We don't talk about that.
Yes, we do. Now that this shit's out of the way, they can focus on the Final Fantasy VII remake, adding DLC for this game, and then Kingdom Hearts 3. So yes, we'll probably get some more shit by next year.
Oh my god! So I don't want to spend too much time talking about Kingdom Hearts 3, but I like the Olympus, Mount Olympus. When you show me the screenshots, I'm just ready to see that world. I'm just ready to see what the fuck they've been doing. This is a whole new engine. Okay, this is a whole new console.
I think it's the same engine they're using for this game, or not?
It's not the same engine.
No, it's probably not. I'm just kidding. What am I thinking about? Silly me.
Like, I don't know. There's so many things they could have done. The story, the combat, how hard the fucking game is going to be. That's all I want to say. I don't want to say anything else.
Final Fantasy, the combat is similar to Kingdom Hearts in the way that you could mash a button, but it does all this action RPG type stuff. Pretty immersive in that sense. It's like the guy who was making Kingdom Hearts was on this project, and then after they made all the assets in combat, they switched over some guy, the new director, but the same feel is there.
I found out because Sleeping Dogs. You ever heard of Sleeping Dogs?
Yeah, I played it.
Yo, that game is free this month on Xbox, and that game is I'm so into the game. Like you just said, immersive. It's an immersive game.
How far are you into it? So I'll give you spoilers.
No, don't give me spoilers because I actually like the game. Yeah, I've been doing all the side quests first. That's what I usually do with games like this. I'll do the side quests first, and then I'll do the main story. So I'm doing all the cop shit right now.
I'm trying to find all the all the fighting moves. That shit's annoying sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, you're finding all the fighting moves. It's like you have to look for them, and some of them are hard to get.
I just found my bad for cutting you off. I just found my first statue, and it was in the fucking restaurant, all the way in the back. I'm like, what the fuck is this doing here?
Yeah, shit's fun. Too bad they're not gonna expand on it anymore.
What? Sleeping Dogs?
Yeah, they're not gonna make it anymore, unless they do. In which case, yay. But in this case, it was a fun game for a while. It's like a small scale GTA except triads.
I just like it because it feels like GTA, but it's just a whole new world, man. Like
it's a better fighting mechanic and all that.
Well, when I think of Grand Theft Auto, I'm gonna think about fighting. I think about shooting, and Sleeping Dogs was more geared toward more geared toward fighting than it was shooting. But I didn't get to the shooting part yet, so I don't know.
I don't think there's much shooting as compared to fighting. The fighting part's where it's a lot more fun.
And they had all these funky costumes too.
Yeah, you can wear a police outfit as you're like doing the undercover gang operations, and they'll never notice.
Wait, but I had that monkey costume on, and I guess because it was on the mission I was on or whatever, but they put me in a different costume.
Oh wait, how far did you say you're in the game? Because there's an aspect in this game where it's like you get many girls, but you're also cheating on all of them. You're being a pimp player.
What the hell? Player. Let me see. I'm not that far in the game. Not at all. I think the last mission I did was when I robbed what's the dog bag or dog something, some shit like that. Yeah, Dog Eyes. I robbed his robbed his not crates, his shipment of stolen watches or cheap watches.
That's what I played the game, but yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah. Alright, something different though, something different. So, what's one thing you wished somebody could have told you while you were little to boost your confidence?
Oh, that's deep. Heavy.
Yeah, like something like, or some kind of push.
How little are we talking here?
What do you mean, how little? I'm
14,
just
15.
As far as you think it would help, like, just if whenever that person told you that knowledge, it would help you from that point on. So maybe they would have told you while you were little, but you really wouldn't have really taken it in or taken it in.
I mean, if there's no point in taking it in, then
no. But I'm saying it depends on your. I'm just saying it depends how you feel. The information would have an impact on you. So if I was to tell you something while you were 7, even though you know what, never mind. Yeah, just answer the question.
It's kind of weird because I'm thinking only in high school, and then there's so few people I'd care about what they think about me, so I wouldn't really give two ass about their opinion to me.
But this thing maybe about any knowledge, this thing about anything. That's all.
I'm thinking the closest thing would be like Romy telling me I look good, maybe.
Romy telling you look good?
Something like that, because Romy was, as far as I was, the closest thing I had to like a decent crush, and then that flew over, and if she said something, then I would have been like, shit, yeah. But apart from that, the only other person to tell me I was good looking or something was this freshman chick that I walked from school to home with sometimes, and it didn't mean much to me because I didn't care about her one way or the other. So yeah, there's not much anyone could have done other than myself and me being confidence issues and all that bullshit. I don't know why this question though.
Nah, because I was thinking about it on the bus. I just wanted just some sort of question to pop out while we were doing this. But I was thinking about it to myself too, because I mean, I've always had older people. Like, I always listened to my grandmother, my uncle, my mom, and I listened to all the older people. I didn't really take it in like I was supposed to, but I still had it in the back of my mind. And I'm just thinking, like, what if I actually listened, or not even listened, but acted on all the information they told me while I was little, and how much it had an impact.
Oh, like do good in school and always eat your vegetables, brush your teeth 3 times a day. If we ever listened to that shit.
Yeah, and actually understood it and actually acted on it, because I mean, I think this is where it came from. I was listening to Tyler, right? And it's so fucking weird to listen to him now instead of listening to him from high school, because it's the same music. You know, I was into like his first album or whatever. And when I was in high school, certain things he was saying, I was connecting to that. But now I'm in a whole, it's like 5 years later, and I'm seeing the overall idea of what he was trying to put on to kids and what they should be doing. I'm just like, holy shit. If I would have actually understood what he was saying when I was in high school, things would have turned out a whole lot different compared to now. But that's fucking life.
Yeah, man. I wish I was more cognizant back in like high school. I always think about going, like if I was conscious as I am now, as I am now, take my current consciousness and put it in my beginning of senior year body, I wish that things would have gone a lot better. And I think about this shit a lot. Like if I go back, under what circumstances and how would I go back? It can't be just like some cop out, like, oh, I wake up one day, I'm in my old body and an old mind. No, it can't be that easy. I think under the right conditions, and only in the right conditions, can like time travel with your mind really happen. Because I think about it like this: the only way it would like make sense for me to wake up in my old body is if something happened to my old body that allowed my mind to get into that old body, my current mind. So I'm thinking, what if I had just this huge ass nosebleed one day? It's like almost dying type nosebleed, but then I wake up in a hospital and I see that I'm in my old body again. Only under those conditions where I'm like near a really emergent state which would like leave me in a hospital bed, can I think maybe time travel could probably work like that. But that's just random. There's nothing that would like trigger that.
Want me to fuck you up when we see each other, Caius? I can put you in that state. You can go back in time. Nah, it's cool, man. Get everything done.
Not even nosebleed right now. If let's just say like if past me had a nosebleed at that moment, and my mind transferred over to that moment in which I had a huge nosebleed, in which my brain
connecting points where you're okay.
Yeah, in which brain matter and shit was just all like split, like not all of it, just enough that it would just get replaced with my current brain matter, so that the timeline would just go back. And if I did, would I tell people about all the shit that I know? I keep thinking like I'm not gonna tell anyone anything.
But you wouldn't look, Caius. You know what? I'm not gonna say you. Me, I wouldn't care about that shit. Yeah, you can make Snapchat right now, but I'll be so more focused on changing myself and actually saying, holy shit, I have a second chance. I don't fucking care about making Snapchat.
Yeah, I don't care about that. I would definitely like change. I would only focus on myself, and I wouldn't change anyone else's like timeline. I wouldn't like give them hints about shit that's gonna happen to them.
I'll be a troll,
except maybe egg people to do things that they were regretting that they wanted to do, but they regretted later.
That's one thing. Well, yeah, I'm kind of agreeing. Oh, I do agree with what you're saying about, going back in time. But one thing I would like change about myself, if I went back to high school, because I've talked. I'm not gonna say I talked to a lot of people, but the only person, like when me and Ramon are talking, he's like, "Damn, if you were back in high school, I would have did this over again." I'm just like, am I the only person that doesn't really care about going back to high school? I'm more concerned about changing now than changing the past.
I don't like going to the point where I'm like super sad about it. I just think I think most people would think like, yeah, if I went back, we would have done a lot of things more differently, but being present is what's more important.
And I was thinking about like, if I went back to high school, the only thing I would change is actually acting on all my thoughts and just being the independent person I always want to be, like, which I'm doing now, or not now, but it's being comfortable if I'm alone and doing my own thing, because in high school, like, I don't want to say I don't want to be by myself, because if I want to do something, I would do it. That's why I joined the crew team. Even though I didn't have Ramon and all my friends with me, I still joined it by myself for the most part, because, I want to do it. But if I were just more pushy about the thoughts that were coming into my head and was saying, hey, you should do this, I'm just like, nah, I'll be by myself. Well, fucking do it. Doesn't matter if you're by yourself. And like, I could have stayed with crew more. I was actually an Italian in high school, but I dropped out of it. Like
what?
I was taking a Italian class.
Oh.
Yeah, instead of doing Spanish. Well, I think it was either my senior year or my junior year. But instead of staying, it was junior year. Instead of taking Spanish 3, I'm just like, I might as well change to a different language. But I'm like, this is different people, and everybody from my Spanish 3 class already knew. So I'm like, I might as well go. But overall, I'm just like, coming back in time, keep the independent thoughts that were coming in my head. That's all.